What's happening, world? Be Marsh Boxing, and I'm back at it with another boxing video. So, former WBC Lineal light heavy and Lineal light heavyweight champ Alexander Gvozdyk. He retires at the young age of 33. He announces his retirement, and he wants to pursue and seek business opportunities post boxing. This was quite a shocker when I saw this article. You know what I mean? Alexander Gvozdyk, he's a good fighter, you know what I'm saying? I still thought he had plenty of more fights left in him. You know, I was following this guy before he had double digit victories. Watched him in the Olympics in 2012, watched him win a bronze medal for the Ukraine. But he's retiring at 33 years old. His manager, Igor Klimas, basically like the top notch manager for all them fighters that come up out of Russia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, or Ukraine. Igor Klimas got some words to say about the reason why this guy retired, and he said, "quote." He's a very smart guy, so he thinks it's going to be inconvenient for him to do that kind of business and box at the same time. So he needs to give himself 100% to boxing. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. So he said, quote, so he needs to give himself 100% to boxing or business. So he decided to do that. Actually, what kept him from moving away from boxing, that motivation to go back into the ring, was better beef. That was the only one holding him because he wanted to get that rematch. There might be a possibility that someone will get him a rematch. He might change his mind. End quote. Now that fight versus Better Beef was one of the best fights of 2018. You know what I mean? A fight I was looking so forward to, and it lived up to all the expectations. You know what I'm saying? Better Beef started slow, but slowly started to work the body, apply pressure, and chop down the tree from the body, and eventually the head will fall. And that's how he got to Alexander Gvozdyk, and he stopped him, I believe, in the 10th or the in the 10th round. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that was in October of 2015 in the unification, IBF and WBC. You know, so that fight was close before the stoppage. Very close. So a rematch, I would not be mad at it one bit. And there you go. There goes Klima saying there might be a possibility that someone will get Gvozdyk a rematch. He might change his mind. Okay, so there's always a possibility he might come back. I personally look, if he's gonna retire, just stay retired. I don't like to see guys come back to boxing after being years out the ring. You know what I'm saying? Your opportunities are now. You're 33 years old. It won't get any easier if you try to come back after you pursue your business ventures. You know what I mean? Or your business endeavors. So, um, Vosdek became the champ when he knocked out Adonis Stevenson in a very good fight. Damn near killed the man Adonis Stevenson, but what a fight. Vosdik has been, the last two fights in Alexander Vosdik's career have been excellent fights. Now, let me take that back because he fought Dudu Ngombu in between Better Beef and Adonis Stevenson, and he ain't looked too great in that fight. So, the Better Beef fight and what you call it? The Stevenson fight. Those were the best fights right there for the man Alexander Vosdik. You know what I mean? He damn near killed the man Adonis Stevenson, put him in a coma for 3 weeks, and that might play a part into why he's retiring so young. You know what I mean? Um, Let me read some more quotes from the man Igor Klimas. I wish we could hear from Vosdik, but let's hear from his manager. He said, "quote All you need to know that I was planning to come back." Oh, this is no, these are quotes from Alexander Vosdik. He said, "quote All you need to know is that I was planning on coming back to train just like I wasn't with Tim. Oh, sorry, misquote. These are quotes from Teddy Atlas. Teddy Atlas says, quote, all you need to know is that I was planning on coming back to train just like I wasn't with Tim Bradley at the time. I only did it because of the kind of human being that he was, same as Timmy. Obviously, he was a tremendous fighter, a bronze medalist, won a world title, but again, it starts with me, my decision to train him. It was all based on visiting him for a few days and seeing the kind of person, the father, the husband, and the man that he was. He fought just about a perfect strategic fight as one could when he fought Adonis Stevenson. He showed everything you need to have to become a champion in that one fight. It's been a pleasure for us. End quote. Now here's quotes from the man Bob Arum. Bob Arum says, it's been a pleasure for us to have promoted Alexander Gvozdyk, who not only proved to be a great fighter, but is also one of the most highly intelligent boxers that we have had the pleasure of promoting. Thankfully, we worked well together with him and led him to a world championship. He's now bound and determined to pursue a business career and a very important business opportunity. We know he will succeed because of the ability, character, and perseverance. Everybody at Top Rank wishes him the greatest good fortune in his next career. End quote. Yeah, so I gotta disagree with the man Teddy Atlas about him fighting a perfect fight. He almost got knocked out in the 10th round, or was it the ninth round? You know what I'm saying? They didn't call the knockdown. I didn't really didn't bother me because Alexander Gvozdyk had already dropped Adonis Stevenson in round two. It didn't get called a knockdown. It was a clear as day knockdown. They let that slide. Adonis Stevenson knocked this man damn near through the ropes. The ropes held him up, and the referee ain't called a knockdown. So it was even Steven. But really and truly, he fought a great fight. I don't know if it was a perfect fight. The fight was in the balance before the stoppage. It was going to be a close fight. If Adonis Stevenson just won one more round of the championship rounds, he would have won the fight on my card, a close fight. You know what I'm saying? A 7 rounds to 5 type card. But I think Igor Klima, I'm sorry, Alexander Gvozdyk might also be suffering from guilt of what he did to Adonis Stevenson. You know, in that fight versus Beterbiev in the later rounds, it looked like he lost his passion, you know, his strong will to endure what he was facing with the man Beterbiev and even go the distance, even win, lose, or draw. You know what I'm saying? When you almost kill a man or you kill a man, it could leave, it could leave a fighter. The fighter might not be the same ever again because he might be scared to hurt an opponent again, or he might have a fear factor that what he did to Adonis Stevenson could happen to him, especially from a guy like Beterbiev. Beterbiev can crack. So those might be the reasons why the man decided to retire. I'd still would have loved to see a rematch where Alexander Gvozdyk pursue his boxing career, but he's made his decision. At least he can tell his children he was and grandkids, the man was a world champion, a lineal champion at that, had beat the longest reigning champion at the time in boxing. Donna Stevenson was a champ from 2013, June of 2013 till December of 2018. You know what I'm saying? So if he did anything in boxing, he became a world champion and defeated one of the most scariest punches of his era. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I was quite shocked that he's retiring because just a few weeks ago I'd read an article where the man was talking about he can't wait to get the man Beterbiev in the ring again, and he still wanted the rematch. So you know he still wanted another world title shot. Then he wanted a rematch with Beterbiev. You know what I'm saying? And this was an article from May 17th, less than a month ago. I'll read you some quotes from what he said about um, becoming a world title champ and trying to get another unification or rematch with Beterbiev. He said, quote, would I like to get a rematch? Of course. I will do everything in my power order to get this fight, but I clearly understand that it's out of the question at this moment. Now we need to be as pragmatic as possible. First, we need to restore confidence and get into combat rhythm. My goal is to become a champion of another organization. After that, I could have a unifying fight with Arthur. If he keeps the titles, of course. But I think he will because he is the world's strongest light heavyweight fighter at the moment. End quote. Those were his quotes. And if you know anything about WBO right now, if I'm not mistaken, the WBO title at 175 is vacant, and they're going to do a four-man tournament to see who will win that title. I believe it's Elite Alvarez, Joe Smith Jr. I'm not too sure if Zurdo Ramirez is in that tournament, but out of all those fighters, I would favor Alexander Gvozdyk to win that title. But hey, he's out the game. He made his bet. He's gonna lay in it, and he's decided to retire. B Marsh Boxing. Let me leave. Let's see. Got so. Oh, okay. We got fellas in the chat. Pavlo 005. What's happening, Pavlo? He says, I believe Bosdick will come back. He is too young to retire. He probably just needs a little time without boxing to clean his head. He was supposed to fight Jesse Hart, but the corona happened and they canceled the fight. Oh, I didn't even know that he was supposed to fight Jesse Hart. If he was going to fight Jesse Hart, that fight wasn't going to go the distance. I'm trying to tell you right now. No, sir, it wasn't going to go the distance. So, hey, maybe you're right. He might come back. I personally look. If he comes back, the obstacle of trying to get back a world title is only going to be harder. He talked about trying to stay in boxing rhythm. You know what I mean? From his quotes, he needs to restore confidence and get into combat rhythm. He ain't gonna be doing that while he's trying to pursue his business adventures. But I wish him all the best. You know what I mean? I was a fan of Alexander Gvozdyk. I watched him fight Chalembas of the world. Um, who else did he fight? He fought the Chalembas, uh, Tommy Carpensis. He fought a lot of people, man, and finally got his world title shot as a mandatory. And they won. They lost the purse bid. Then he went over to Canada and he did what he did. B Marsh Boxing. Leave your thoughts and comments, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. I'm gone. Peace.